Hey, mighty peeps! It's Thursday tips time, and I got something a little bit different for you. I have stretching on my mind, and I hope it's not uncomfortable stretching. But I did ask the question basically, do we have to be uncomfortable to grow our businesses? And so a couple things have come to mind recently that made me think about this. Okay, actually, three things. One, stretching on my mind. This appears to be the summer of PT, physical therapy. Physical therapy is wrapping up. There have been lots of pushing and pulling and stretching as we're working on things in feet and ankles and knees and hips, and they're all really connected, which is probably a metaphor for business in a different video. And we're about to head into fall, and no matter how long I've been out of school, and that's actually not all that long because there was grad schools part one and part two. But I always think of new beginnings and a new year as starting in fall with school time, even though lots of us are now in school all year round. And September is literally stretch time with a capital S. Why? Because this is when the annual Stretch Yourself Content Marketing Challenge from host Kelly McCausey, my pal and business coach, and this is I believe this is the 12th annual. And this is either my 7th or my 8th time. I've gotten a little lost in all of this. But it's one of those big rocks that they talk about, big rocks on my calendar that other things fit in and around. It is dedicated time in my business to get uncomfortable, but hopefully not a painful uncomfortable, but to get uncomfortable, to push out of comfort zones and to try new things. Because there's some school of thought that says that to grow, we can't stay stagnant and we can't stay put. We have to try something new. And sometimes trying things that are new is scary and difficult and hopefully not painful, but uncomfortable. And then there was another conversation that I had with some other business colleagues this week that had me and us discussing on the side, like, well, how uncomfortable and painful does it have to be in order to grow? And is that at odds with being in the flow and doing things easy? Because here at Mighty Marketing Mojo, I, Jennifer, am about to help you make marketing simpler and easier. I am not here to make it painful. I do not want to make it more uncomfortable. I want to make it easier. So even if we're going to stretch and do something, let's do it easier. So the other reason I want to talk about specifically the Stretch Yourself Challenge, and that's my link and my code to get into the Stretch Yourself Challenge. I would share the link with you, but Facebook doesn't like the link to Kelly's site for various reasons. I can try, but it's probably not going to stay there. Maybe I'll have to spell it out without making it an actual link. So this year, I promise you something special. I am one of the team leaders. I am so invested in stretching my marketing and doing this 30-day challenge at September that I told/asked Kelly last fall that she needed to add Team Mighty to the team lineup. We've had Team Bold and Team Shine for 2 years. I wanted Team Mighty. And she called my bluff and she said yes. So I am literally bringing, and Miss Erica Grant, I am going to tag you on this because not only is she part of the cheerleading squad, literally my part of my cheerleading squad here in Mighty Marketing Mojo, she is Team Grow. I told you I was going to bring the pom-poms, girl. I am literally bringing the pom-poms. And we are going to cheer on Team Mighty and anybody else who chooses to stretch themselves and their businesses during September. Because I want you all to be on Team Finisher. So, pom-poms are optional. So, I've never been a cheerleader, but I have pom-poms. But an interesting question and a side conversation happened in our mastermind this week about stretching and pushing ourselves in our businesses. And I'm still wondering about it, and I want your take. And I am not a mindset coach. If you want a business mindset coach, you want to talk probably to Pam Hamilton. I'll tag Pam on this too. And she does great videos on Wednesdays about mindset in business. And you want to watch those and building visibility. But the question is, do we have to be uncomfortable in order to grow? Or more specifically, do we have to feel pain? Can we stretch and be uncomfortable in our businesses and ourselves, whatever we mean, without going, ow? It's like, so the story is, my physical therapist has been working on me, and he's got this, I call it the torture stick. It's a roller. It's a massage roller. My massages are better. It's a roller, and it's getting all the knots and the adhesions and the tension out. And we have every Mondays and Wednesdays this summer there's been the ow, or is that it hurts so good, ow, or no, it just hurts, ow. And that's kind of in our business and our content marketing and our growth. Is it, it hurts so good because we know good things are coming. We're doing things that get us in front of our audiences because people need to hear us and they need our messages and they need the services and the skills that we have. And if it gets us out there in front of them, then that's a good ow. Or is it ow, as in like, no, this is painful and I'm dragging and I'm not bringing my best effort and this sucks. So I don't want that. But surely we don't want to be stuck and wallowing around in what the hell misery, right? So I've been thinking about this week. It's like, do we have to put ourselves through the ringer? Do we have to push super hard to grow? And what does getting outside of our comfort zone mean? And that's going to mean something different from me and from you, which is another reason I love Kelly Stretch Yourself Challenge, because she's got 20 something challenges. They've grown and evolved over the years. And she breaks them out in terms of the amount of time and effort and stretch factor involved to do them. And some of them are going to be smaller and some of them are going to be bigger. And some of them might be small for one person and feel big for somebody else. And you pick what's going to move and stretch you. Because also at the same time, I ask, myself, and I've been wondering this week, is how do I reconcile you got to get uncomfortable to grow with my pal Kelly's other most famous saying in question. So famous, I have it on a coffee mug. What if it were easy? Are those two sides of the same coin? Are they opposite ends of the business mindset and the business action spectrum? Can we do both? Do we each find our own marketing mojo in that space between the trembling, sweaty palms of doing something new and different, and we are stretching the good, hurts so good stretching, and that moment of finding flow and finding that the new thing that we were scared of is actually easy. Maybe it isn't easy at first. Maybe by the end of September and doing it, it becomes easy. Maybe it doesn't become easy until weeks or months later. It becomes easy. And as I'm using and talking this through with you here, I think Kelly must be damn smart for lots of reasons. But I think she's damn smart because I think she's planned this challenge out year after year, and why it's the most popular thing on her calendar. And lots of people love the challenge. Stretch Yourself Challenge. Is that it exists exactly in this happy middle spot. Because magic things happen when we push ourselves to do new things in our business, in our personal lives. Those slightly scary things. And hashtag what sidebar, why are they scary? Because we haven't done them. We don't know what's around the corner yet. But once we know what's around the corner, well, then we've learned that we are capable. And it's not so scary, or at least it's less scary. And we learn that no. We don't like doing X. We don't like doing podcasts or video or Instagram, but we tried it. And that's cool. And we picked up some new knowledge and some new skills. And maybe the storytelling aspect of Instagram Reels can carry over into other videos that we do. Maybe that storytelling aspect can be in our Facebook posts or our emails instead. Maybe that doubles us down on using GIFs and stories in emails. But we tried the other thing. And if we try it and the stretch is too much, it's too painful, and it's not something that we are going to ever get to the what if it was easy stage, no matter how many pom-poms we use. I'm using all my props today, folks. That if we tried it and we gave it our best and it's still painful, then we can now more confidently go after the tactics that we do like, and we can do them more consistently, with more intention, with more focus on getting our desired results. And we're not distracted anymore by the what if of, hey, let's go try Instagram Reels, or, oh man, do I need to go dance on TikTok? And the answer can be no, 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 we don't. But we tried it. Or we try and we take one of the challenges and we do a Facebook Live series and we love it. Or we do one of the challenges and we publish a book on a Kindle for Kindle. And we're like, oh my God, all my family can now see this. Oh, that's kind of cool because my clients can see this too. And we get past the fears of things that seemed too hard or too complicated, or, oh, but that's for other people. Other people do video. Other people do summits. Other people do TikTok and YouTube, and other people do those things. But those are the things that can really move us. Like I saw my mighty pals who tackled summits last year. Yes, they created virtual summits. Some of them did a one-day summit. They planned the whole summit during the month of September. They rocked that thing. Go Pam. Go Melissa. Go Erica. All created summits whose genesis started in the Stretch Yourself Challenge, Content Marketing Challenge. So, am I going to join them in that scary summit stretch? Someday. So Team Grow's leader, Erica, and I are actually going to be accountability buddies, and we've each promised ourselves that we're not going to try and do that in the fall in September, because that's just nuts time. But we're going to do it in the beginning of Q1. That makes sense. And we're going to help hold each other accountable. And we have the action guide from the Stretch Yourself Challenge, and we have tools that will support us so we know. And we have seen others do it. And Erica's already done a summit. So she's going to help lead, drag, kick me into doing one. Because we've learned that after something isn't so new and it's not so scary, and oh, hey, wow, look at us go. And maybe what if it was easy after all? And maybe we also learned it's hard, which is why Erica's not doing her summit this fall. She's going to do it in January because she knows her boundaries and she knows what's smart and she knows what's going to make it easier, which is not trying to do it in the fall. So here's another example using me. Despite all of my years of knowledge of video and understanding cameras and mechanics, because I've had cameras since I had a little Brownie and an Instamatic using 110 film with the little rolls on their side, and I understand about audio and editing, which together apparently is auditing, audio editing and the techie bits, and I've got a pile of camera gear over here, and I know the why of video. For those who don't know, I have a TV film minor. I worked in advertising. I've been on shoots. I've videoed at other events. I get it. I understand the why. And I wasn't putting myself on camera. I taught video workshops. I've taught video workshops going back to 2013 and 2014 and teaching other people how to do video. And I wasn't doing video. I had lots of reasons, lots of excuses. And it was after Stretch Yourself Challenge, the 2018 SYC. I had set a goal of doing one of the video challenges. It was number 3, host a Facebook Live series. And I totally, big time, whiffed on it. Didn't even come close to stretching. I didn't do even one Facebook Live video. I blew it off. Oh, I did plenty of awesome content activities. I got tons done during that Stretch Yourself Challenge. Oh, I even logged on to earn points while I was at a resort in the mountains of West Virginia celebrating my parents' anniversary. But I did not attempt that video stretch that I had put on my list of things to tackle because I chickened out. Total honesty, chickened out. I wasn't ready to be that deeply uncomfortable. I totally let the anxiety over going from behind the camera to in front of the camera take over. Fear won for that challenge at that time. But since I'm clearly going live right now to the folks that are watching and the folks that are watching on the replay, hey, mighty pals, hey, see, camera. I have clearly gotten past that anxiety and fear and the palm sweating and the deep discomfort. And I just feel the fear and do it anyway. So I was telling a friend, I'm going to talk whether I've got one person watching, 5 of you watching, or nobody watching. Because I still have a great video at the end of this. And there's still going to be palm sweating and discomfort. But how did I get through all of that? Well, with a little help from my friends. Seriously. Because for me, what it took to get past the fear, or to feel the fear and do it anyway. Pretty sure that's a famous book title. To sit with the discomfort as we stretch past our comfort zone was support, which is a huge part of why I'm a big fan of Kelly's Stretch Yourself Challenge, Kelly at Love People and Make Money. Why there is a Team Mighty? Because I believe in support and supporting others to do this, because I've seen the power of what it's brought for my business. The growth that I have gotten from being in that level of palm sweating uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable. So after chatting with my biz buddies and my mastermind group and other online colleagues, and we worked through some of those video fears and the whole feel the fear, do it anyway. Some of us decided we were all going to start doing Facebook Lives in early 2019. And so we created a group messenger chat. I still have it. I actually went back and looked at it last night. So there's a shout out to Kimberly and Tish and Avery and Val. And we would work through this and we would talk about topics and we would let each other know when we plan to go live. Sometimes we'd let each other know 2 minutes ahead of time. Sometimes more than that. Because part of it was a pact, like Goonies or something. We were gonna, somebody or everyone from the group would show up and cheer that person on for their Facebook Lives. Be there to drop a comment, be there to watch. So that we weren't like staring at the 0 in the eyeball in Facebook. Or even if we were, so be it. We're going to have replays. And sometimes, so we didn't have that no crickets, the crickets part in the audience. And look, I've even gotten used to sometimes talking to myself online. It's a big change since 2019. But generally, we would pick up viewers and stuff like that as we go. And now I schedule my videos in advance, so it tells you when I'm going to go live so you can watch. And there are some other tricks that I'm learning in a course on organic Facebook marketing that are going to hopefully make that even better. But at the beginning, it was knowing that I had a group, 1, 2, 3, 4 folks who were supporting me, who wanted me to get to that goal, to get outside of my comfort zone, who we were all stretching together. And having some of them show up, having all of them show up, or just having them cheer and leave gifts and messages of encouragement in the message thread. And it was group accountability. If we told each other we were going to do a live video, and if we knew they were making time to show up from the East Coast to the West Coast and in between, we didn't want to let each other down by chickening out. Some of us kept that up. Some of us turned that into podcasts. Tish and Val both have podcasts now. Kimberly had a podcast series. We turned that. I've been doing videos. In fact, I've got dozens maybe even 100 at this point. I haven't counted. I think I did something like 23 videos live during 2019 after we got started. I got in a roll. It became easy or easier. I found I liked it. I found I didn't have to be as polished as I had to be if I was going to record and make a polished and edited video. We're just talking. We're having a conversation. This is a chat. It just happens to be recorded by Facebook and StreamYard. I've gone from deeply uncomfortable to in the zone and with ease. And yes, it took time. And it took support. And it took having like an action guide that listed out the steps of here's what you do. I got so involved in this, I actually created a Facebook Live training at one point. Now, a lot of the tech has changed on how to do that. But I was so excited about what I learned how to do. I'm going to teach the rest of my audience. You can do the same. You can go off and learn how to do something and teach your audience how to do that. It doesn't have to be Facebook Lives. And yes, there are still nerves every time I hit live. But now they're more excited, happy nerves versus I'm going to be sick of my stomach nerves. This is where I wish I could use emojis on the screen. So I guess the answer to that question is yes. Sometimes I think we do have to get uncomfortable to get out of the zone that's helped keep us all safe and away from fear so we can grow, so that we can find the flow and the ease. And it was the Stretch Yourself Challenge that put those ideas in my head that I could do those things. I could do the scary things. It's like starting my Facebook group, like starting my YouTube channel, like putting out more workshops, putting out evergreen workshops, like creating new free offers, doing collaborative blog posts. I feel like there's just about everything I've possibly done in content marketing over the last decade probably had its genesis in getting my butt kicked and kicking butt in the Stretch Yourself Challenge, even back to when Kelly was hosting them 2 times a year, and I did the spring and the summer, and so much came out because the steps were clearly laid out in the action guide. So for me, that's one of those fears, the fears of like, what do I have to do? Tell me, show me what to do, and I can go do it. And then it's not so scary. And the fear of the unknown wasn't so great. And honestly, the fear of the unknown for writing a collaborative blog post is a hell of a lot less than the fear of going up on a Ferris wheel, which is what I did last weekend. And I did it. Not doing that again. And I saw my colleagues and my friends tackle challenges. They tackled content marketing challenges. They tackled things that had made them uncomfortable, and they did them, and they saw growth. And maybe you've done a blog post. Maybe you've created a free report. Maybe you even have an easy yes or a tripwire offer. But here's a chance to make it better, bigger, different, bolder, go bigger. This is your time to get that support and do that, because then you can see that kind of growth. And you can see others doing it. You get cheered on by them. If you're like me, you get competitive. you want to do just as well, better than all of them. And if Erica or Cindy or Renee or Maria or Val or Terry or Teresa or Pam could go do those things that scared them and stretched them, then so could I. And if I didn't get it all done in September, I can still keep stretching. Like finally getting my Facebook Lives done in January of 2019, months after the Stretch Yourself Challenge. Because that's the beauty of joining Kelly's Stretch Yourself Challenge, is you get the action guide and it gives you the steps, and it's yours forever. I have multiple copies of the guide as it's evolved over the years, and you could do another stretch in January. You could pick one of those challenges and do it on your own in July. You can get support in the forum that Kelly runs. You can get support here with me, with Mighty Marketing Mojo, and go do the things. Find your particular mojo, the thing that gets you out there, connecting and building relationships and making offers with your specific community, because they need you. They need your experience, they need your passion, your voice, your opinions, and yes, your offers. And if this is the month to go work on getting that done and to get out there. But The flip side of the other part of the conversation that it had me thinking this week was, well, what if we're constantly pushing? And what if we have anxiety all the time? And what if the fear is really, really, really big and we can't just feel the fear and do it anyway? And then what then? What then? Or what if we push and push and we are always pushing boundaries and we're always pushing out of our comfort zone and we hit flaming burnout? And I've seen that happen to people. Okay, heck, I've been the one who's been balls to the wall all in during September Stretch Yourself Challenge and then hit total burnout by October 1st. And that's not my goal this year. Of course, I said that wasn't my goal in 2020 or 2019 either, but I truly mean it because I'm a team leader. I'm Team Mighty. And for a month sometimes, though, we can push. We can push for that because it's not great, but it's doable. And you will have tons of content and offer and new skills. And you'll have less anxiety, but you will have done it. Or you will have picked one thing and you will have finished that. That thing that you've been procrastinating and procrastinating and just procrastinating about all year, and you are going to get it done during September. You're going to get it done. And you're not going to flame out. You're not going to burn out. Because that was what our discussion was. Our discussion was that we thought that you could push, and the discussion's going on in the Mighty Marketing Mojo group as well. Pal Christina and I have been having a discussion today talking about this as well. Come and add your voice to that discussion. Drop me a comment on this video or in the post. That some degree of discomfort, that, ooh, it hurts so good, I'm past my barrier, woo, is good and can lead to business growth. But pushing all out to pain and to frustration and to burnout, no, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I do not think you have to push to the point of burnout to see growth. So I want to know, how can I support you? How can you support me? How can we support each other to tackle a stretch, or capital S stretch, and make that a feel-good stretch? Like, ooh, yeah, not the ow, pain and panic and burnout. What would stretch you in your marketing, in your business in September or beyond? Drop me a comment in the video and let me know, what have you put off doing this year? What did you put off doing during the summer that you think could make a difference in growing your business? Let's break those steps down. Let's ask, what if it was easy? What do you need support and accountability for? What could be uncomfortable but not painful? How can we help each other to grow? Sidebar extra. I have thought about offering a bonus for those who buy the $97 but totally priceless content challenge through me. The link that I have showed you, because I cannot put it in the comments. mightymarketingmojo.com/SYC. And I thought, well, I don't want anyone saying they can't finish their chosen content challenge because the tech or the how to do the challenge stumped them. I want both Team Mighty and Team Grow to be Team capital F Finisher. So I explored this in the email that I sent out to my community today. I hope you saw it. Leave me a comment if this is something you're interested in so I can message you my link. If you want to buy through me and you want to grab this. What if I offered a 30-minute tech fix call? You're in the challenge, but you get stuck on executing your chosen challenge. You get stuck in actually putting together the pages and the tech for a tripwire or an easy yes. That's one of the challenges. Or you get stuck with Facebook Lives, or starting a YouTube channel, doing your first video on YouTube. Maybe we need to talk about video editing software. Maybe you're not sure about how to collect possible collaborative blog post ideas. If there's a piece that you're not sure of the how do I actually do this challenge that would get you to Team Finisher, and a sweet mug that's not this one, but a cool new mug, or brownies, or other points. Oh yeah, there's points and prizes. If you've bought through my link, you get the 30-minute tech fix call, and you literally use me as your phone a friend, and we jump online and we clear that hurdle. Would that be a bonus that would get you into the Stretch Yourself Challenge and to the finish line? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Let me know if that's something you think is worthwhile. If you just need to borrow my brain, we can do that too. But I'm thinking of offering this as a bonus to anybody who buys at the link through me. Drop me comments and let me know what you think about being uncomfortable in an okay way versus do you have to push to the point of pain and burnout in order to see growth? Because I don't think you do. I think you can find your mojo. I think you can find your ease by just that sweaty palms uncomfortable. And I'm possibly going to be the sweaty palms uncomfortable during the month of September because I'm going to be leading Team Mighty, and because I have set my sights on getting some serious things done, and using the month of September to finally get out a workshop that I've been procrastinating on, and that maybe it's going to be the month where I'm like, you know what, yeah, let's do another free webinar. It's been a topic that's been in my head for months, and I'm thinking, yep, maybe this is the month. If there's been something like that you need to push for, drop it in the comments. Let's get it done. Let's find your marketing mojo. Fall is a great time for that. Thanks for being with me, folks. See you for another Thursday Tips.